A nail-biter of a knockout round here in Houston. Brazil is heading to the round of 16 after beating Japan in the last few minutes of normal time.
Yeah, from Houston to Brazil, crowds went wild. Supporters in Brazil's national colors could not contain their excitement. Brazil will face the winner of Ivory Coast, Norway in round of 16 on July 5th. Now, the party is just getting started here around Houston.
Just getting started as we look back at the celebrations held here and count down to our next match on Saturday.
We've got live team coverage across the city. Let's kick it over first to Len and Mia at pitch 25. Hey, guys.
Hey, guys. How you doing? Len Cannon here with Mia Gradney. You talked about Brazil winning an nail-biter over Japan earlier. The Brazilian fans were here for that. And they're still here, Mia.
They are still here. This party, it does continue. All the party people here at Pitch 25, a sea of yellow and green. In fact, we've been hard pressed to find fans from Japan this afternoon. Looks like they cleared the house after that loss, when we thought for a minute there that they might just defeat Brazil. But I'll tell you one thing, there are so many fans here in the house, they were going to will Brazil into a win.
So we did this earlier, like getting people's thoughts. So what did they say, Mia, about?
Yes, so we love our surveys. So we went around, we asked the audience here, one word to describe today. It gets rather interesting here. So vamos, let's go. Sufoco, which is Portuguese, Brazilian, native Brazilian language, suffocating. That's just how hot it is here. A lot of hots here, awesome, anxious, understandably, of course, with today's nail-biter of a game as well. We know the fans here were watching closely, and now they're tuned into this latest game, Germany versus Paraguay. Our Trayson Bragg, he was with fans earlier, just right next door at the Fan Festival here in Edo. Let's see what's going on there. Trayson.
Yeah, guys, still here at Fan Fest, and it has been a party all day long. Now, earlier, obviously, we saw a huge number of Brazilian fans here. You can still see there are still some here behind me, but right now, attention has switched to the match that's on right now. That is Germany and Paraguay. We've seen a contingent of German fans enter the Fan Festival, having a great time here. Walk with me. Let's see if we can find some. All right, so we have a huge German contingent here right now, as many of their fans hope that they can beat Paraguay and advance to the round of 16. We have a very special German fan here, by the way. Tell us your name, brother.
Noah.
You were telling me earlier that you have a connection to the team. Explain that to us.
So basically, I drew a picture, and it's on the German team bus now, and they're gonna travel with it the whole tournament. There was this competition from Hyundai, and you just had to draw a picture, and the slogan was the greatest cheer. And yeah, I basically won, and it's on the German team bus now.
Wow, a memory that you'll never forget, right? What are we hoping happens today, and how far do we think the German national team can actually go in this entire World Cup?
German national team is gonna win the World Cup, of course. But for this game, I think Germany has a good chance of winning. And yeah.
Final score, give it to me.
I think it's 3-1, and yeah, hopefully they win.
All right, thank you so much, Noah. We appreciate you talking to us. Hey guys, everything has a connection to Houston. As you see, the German national team sporting his drawing. Now we're gonna watch the rest of the match and have a great time. For now, I'll send it back to you.
All right.
Making memories, that's what those fans are doing over at the Fan Festival. It's always better, though, when your team wins.
Always better and exciting because, remember, knockout round, no ties. It's sudden death. Somebody's got to win. Somebody's going home. We love it. All right. Luis has been at the stadium. He's been summarizing every match. Let's go to him right now to talk about today's nail-biter between Japan and Brazil. Luis.
It's a cliche, right? They say the game's not over till the final whistle. Well, that's exactly what happened here in this game. The defining moment came at the 95th minute when Brazil scores that game-winning goal. Gabriel Martinelli is right there to just push it in. And what happened was, really, it boils down to Japan not being able to control the ball and get it out of their danger zone, right? We're talking about Brazil was on the attack. Japan recovers the ball right there outside of their own box. But then after that, the play breaks down because one, they don't either kick it out, or two, they just don't move. There's no urgency. They don't start running on to the other side of the field. And then what happens is that Brazil comes back and recovers the ball right there in the final third, and that gives them enough time to extend the play. So it is Bruno Guimarães that ends up with the assist. He's right there in the semicircle, right outside the penalty box, and he finds just enough space to find Gabriel Martinelli between two defenders, gives him the perfect pass, and then all he has to do is put it to the far post. Suzuki, the Japan goalkeeper, barely is able to touch the ball, but not enough to deflect it outside of the goal, and that ball hits the far post to go inside the net, and that's how Brazil ends up winning this one, because they were there. Persistent. Japan, they could have just avoided everything by kicking the ball out of bounds, but lack of urgency right there, a small distraction is what ended up ultimately costing them the game. That was a defining moment. The game boils down to a lot of things, but right there in the 95th minute stoppage time was the defining moment of this game. Reporting outside of Houston Stadium, Luis Ortiz, KHOU 11 News.
Thank you, Luis. We are all about the game action at Houston Stadium, better known as NRG Stadium, mostly because these are the games that we're able to watch and relate to happening in our city. So, the other high-stakes game happening later tonight at 8 o'clock, that's going to be the Netherlands versus Morocco. And the winner of that game will then come here to Houston on Saturday and meet Canada for a matchup there.
That'll be the round of 16. That is going to be jumping. Think about it. The Netherlands has already played here. 30,000 folks marched to the stadium. If they get to the round of 16, look out. All right. Oh, somebody.
We got a goal. We got a goal.
Germany, Paraguay. We're watching. Anyway, the crowd somebody just scored.
This energy is unparalleled, no matter whose
Paraguay's
team
gone
it
up
is.
1-0. Ron and Cheryl, back to you.
Have fun out there, guys. We'll talk to you later.
In the AC. All right. Thanks.